Alright, I'm going to be teaching you the weaving basics. You should have your loom, and you should have a piece of yarn, any color that you choose. First thing you're going to want to do is on the very first string, you're going to want to make a knot. So what I do to do that, I take the yarn and I tuck it underneath the string, like this. And you'll have the long end of the yarn, and then you'll have the short end. What you're going to do is you're going to cross the short and the long end so that they make a loop, like that. You can kind of see the loop down there. Then you're going to take your short end and you're going to tuck it through that loop and then pull. That's going to be your very first knot on the first string. Now is when you begin weaving. So what you're going to do is a pattern of under, over, under, over. So to help me feed it through, I kind of make a loop on my yarn, but the end of the yarn is close by. It's right here. And I'm going to go not under the first string because that's the one with our knot on it. I'm going to go under the second string, over the third, under here, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, and under. Now here's where I pull the string all the way through. You don't want to pull too tight because you will start pulling your strings here, the warp strings, these white ones. You will pull them in and it'll look like it went on a diet. You don't want to do that, so you want to kind of leave them loose. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take it, and this is where it's important. So we look here, this was our last stitch that we did. It went under the warp string, the white string right here. It went under. So for us, we're going to do the next row that's on top. So the stitch immediately on top of this one is going to be over. And then the next one, you would go, whoop, if I can get it, under, over, under, over. Oh, it's stuck. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under. And you're going to pull all the way through. So now you should have 2 rows of stitches, and you can just keep going. I push them down to make them tighter together, but you can go all the way to the top of your loom with these stitches. If you don't do the opposite of your last stitch, you're going to actually pull out everything you've just done. It's going to like take you back. So you need to make sure that you're doing the opposite of whatever your last row was. So on this next one, see here it is under. So the stitch on top of it is going to be over, under, over, under. And that is how you begin your loom.